Hi, my name's Costas.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Weekly Magazine.
Hello.
Another good one.
Yes.
No, we've been saying that every week.
Now there's two DVDs that we're going to review, and they've both got material that you're going to use. There's one trick that I'm going to do straight away. I'm going to put straight into my table actually. So yeah, and also the Blast from the Past. I haven't seen this before, so it was quite interesting.
Yeah, the Blast from the Past, most of you wouldn't have seen before.
No.
I don't actually think it went into wholesale either.
Okay.
But it has been around for
it was released 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Yeah, so that's quite an interesting one. Now the answer to last week's question, the anagram was...
Twisting the Aces.
Twisting the Aces, well done if you got that right. Quite a few people did. So we're going a bit harder this week. It's a bit of a more tricky one. Go on, mate, and you go.
Got it?
Go on.
Sean Miles.
Well done, Sean.
Sean Miles. Send us a message.
Drop some email.
With your address, and we get something out to you.
So this week, it's another anagram. Badges Mock. Should we give them a clue or not?
Yeah, the only clue we'll give you, it's a Magic Towel release. A Magic Towel release.
You said towel then?
I did. It's Magic Towel. It's a Magic Towel release, so if you go to the website, scour around it and...
I see what you did there, that's clever that is. Spend half an hour there and then buy a few things while you're there looking.
And hopefully we've made it a bit difficult as well, so you can spend more time on the website, you see.
Good thinking, Batman. Okay, so we're going to show them what we're reviewing.
Okay, my Robin. We've got Early Dobson by Wayne Dobson.
Sandsmine's Workers Series Card Magic Collection.
And the Blast from the Past is Crossing Over by Howard Baltus, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it then. On with the show.
The first once over this week is Sandsmine's Workers Series. This one's all about card magic.
Yes.
Chris went across the road, did a live performance of one of the effects.
Yeah, let's have a look at it.
Let's have a look and come back and we'll discuss the DVD.
Right, we're going to do one more thing. I'm going to get you to choose a card. I don't need to take the Joker, right, because I'm going to use that for something else. I'm going to leave it just here. Take any card. Perfect. With them. And do you want to pop your name and phone number on there for me? I'm just kidding.
I was kidding.
I've already got a phone number. Okay, perfect. Okay, doesn't my voice eat? Don't even get a kiss or anything.
You're going to get my phone number?
Try that one out.
For your card. Okay. All I need to do is push it in there. Okay, keep your eye on the pack. Turn the top card over.
Excuse me.
So cool.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Now you've just seen Chris perform one of the effects on this DVD. Is that your favourite one?
Well, I like all of it to be honest with you, but some of it, it's a bit gimmicky, it's a bit knacky.
Yeah.
It's stuff that, you know, I personally wouldn't use for a gig. That, on the other hand, I definitely would.
So when they say Worker Series, they're true to their word. You would actually go and use that particular one.
I would use that, and also there's a nice change. I showed it to you earlier.
Yeah.
And again, it's going to take a little bit of practice, but after, I mean, I got it on the first go, but it wasn't smooth enough to do all the time. But there's some really cool ideas on there, as you would expect from Sandsmine. It's all visual, eye candy type magic, you know.
But the reactions on that one you performed were really strong.
Well, yeah.
Performing that to real people.
Well, we've got a similar, or I've got a similar thing to that on the Card to Mouth Sharpie DVD. But I think the selections change. So the idea of openly placing a card in your mouth, and then you know when they look back, it changes. it's a really strong moment. And as you saw, you know, Rachel really.
She really enjoyed it.
She really sort of, you know, it's eye candy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, you know, that they're concentrating here, and everything's going on somewhere else. So it's really nice. It's well structured. I like it. It's good.
No, and another camera wasn't seeing you do the change in your mouth and stuff because it's obvious that that's what happens.
Yeah.
But the camera sees it from the layperson's point of view.
Yeah.
And they didn't see anything, and it was fantastic. Yeah, it was great. It was really good.
Well, it's one of those routines where the misdirection that you need to do the switch is built in. You know, they're pushing the card in and looking at the cards, and that's when you do it. So it's built into the routine. It's really, you know, it's great. It's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
And there's a few routines on there. The one thing that I found a little bit strange, gimmick included, TV rights not included with purchase, which is a bit of a strange one, because on the DVD it says, you know, this is something that'll look great on TV, and but that's beside the point. How many of us actually work on telly?
There is a big debate about this thing that you put on. People are putting on DVDs, TV rights reserved and stuff, but it does say on the DVD that would look great on TV.
Yeah, so
it's contradictory.
Like I say, it doesn't really bother me because I'm not going to perform on telly.
Well, I've got a TV show next week, and I was planning on doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
the Tau TV.
This one. Yeah. Oh yeah, we've just done it, haven't we?
Oops.
So no, I mean that's a strange.
No, it's great stuff, and
it is good stuff.
Sometimes when you hear workers working material and that kind of stuff, you sort of take it with a pinch of salt. Okay, not all of it you would actually perform in a working environment because it's probably not for you.
The routines that I saw on there, there's two that I'll do straight away. You know, so for me, that's a good. If I buy a DVD and there's one thing in there that I will actually use, it's worth the price of the DVD for me.
No, absolutely. That should be the rule of thumb, isn't it? If you buy a product, a DVD, and you use one item and use it at your gigs, then that's a huge return on investment.
I think so. But I always like looking at different ideas and methods because it always sparks off some creative thinking and it can take you down different paths anyway. But no, I really liked it. There's some great stuff on there and I would recommend it.
I'll tell you what we'll do actually. You mentioned it earlier. Whoever buys Sans Minds Worker series from us up to Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, well, I'll close it by the time we have next week's show anyway.
Go on then.
We'll throw in a CTM, a Cards and Mouth Sharpie DVD and gimmick.
That's not a bad deal.
So effectively you can perform that effect that you've seen Chris perform live, and you got the gimmick to do something else as well.
Yep. Perfect, excellent. So, well, yeah, as I said, Sans Minds Workers Edition Card Magic, recommend it.
Funny enough, Paul Hancock's has come and he's walking here and he's actually come to buy that.
And I've just reviewed it. Thanks, Paul.
Cheers, bye. The next once over is Early Dobson Volume 1.
Young Chris Commander, the cameraman, Snap Boy, has done a performance. Let's have a look at it.
So, first of all, we need the two lovely redheads. The Queen of Diamonds and the Queen of Hearts, just like that. They are going to hang out just on that box, just like that. You're going to pick a card, but we're not going to do it in the conventional pick a card, any card way. We're going to do it upside down. So, you know, I'm not trying to force a card on you or whatever. I'm going to run through the pack, just like that. And if ever you see a card that tickles your fancy, just say the word stop. Before Christmas. There you go. Would you like, the jacks?
Yeah.
Would you like Jack of Hearts or the Jack of Diamonds?
Jack of Hearts.
Jack of Hearts. The Jack of Hearts, just like that, is going to go right in between the two queens. Jack of Hearts. Right in between two queens. Would you hold the pack for me? Perfect. So we've got Queen of Hearts, Queen of Diamonds, and your card, the Jack, right in between. Push that all the way in for me. Perfect. Just with a snap, can you cup your hands? Just like that. 3 becomes 2. And have a look all the way in the middle of the pack. Have a look all the way through. Should be one card that looks different. Just spread them all out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You'll see.
Sorry,
it'll
I'm
be
not
different.
professional at
Just
this.
go for it. There's one card. there that looks a
upside
little
down.
different than the others. Turn it over and that should
Jack
be
of
yours.
Hearts. Very good.
Perfect. Now, in case you think that I'm using duplicate cards or extra cards or whatnot, if you would do me the honour of just signing the Jack, just putting your name
On the front.
Yeah. Doesn't matter in the corners, whatever. And the 2 queens are gonna hang out right there. Great. Just make sure that doesn't come off for me. Right. And hold on to it and just say the word stop.
Stop.
Right there. Put your card back. And with a snap, your card will jump to the top. But first, we have to make sure we did a good shuffling job. It's not on the top. It's not on the bottom. But if you snap your fingers, just like that, one card jumps straight to the top. There's Simon written on it. We'll do it again. We'll do it again in slow motion. The Jack goes all the way in the middle. Before you snap, you have to make sure it's not on top. It's not on the bottom. Snap your fingers. Just like that, it jumps straight to the top. We'll do it one more time. The Jack goes right in the middle. Push it all the way in. Now before you snap, we should check. Not on top. Not on bottom.
No.
Snap your fingers. The top card's already taken, so it jumps all the way across. Just like that. In between the Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Diamonds is one card where you take it out, turn it over, show the camera,
It's the original card.
and there we go.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Amazing.
Well done.
You've just seen a live performance of the first 2 effects actually on this DVD. Snapboy Commander.
Sorry, every time he does a trick, he says with a snap, and the magic happens. So yeah, sorry, Chris. Early Dobson.
At least he can talk.
Yeah, at least he's got his voice. Yeah, true. At least I've got my hair.
I've got hair, I just wear a hat and I cover it.
Anyway, Early Dobson. What did you think?
Yeah, I really like the first 2 effects actually that were performed.
Yeah, the ones that Chris did.
Yeah, the ones that Chris did in the video, they work hand in hand.
Yeah.
Okay, you got some coin magic on this DVD as well.
His coins across routine was really nice actually. There's a nice steel in there that Mike Sullivan teaches that I've never seen before. I thought that was good. And there's a couple of other things. What I like watching Wayne Dobson's things for is watching the performance of him when he was in his heyday.
Yeah.
Because you know, he's always funny. He's always got some good gags. You know, he was a great performer. So it's good to watch some of that. And yeah, the routines, like you say, that work hand in hand well together. So.
And the great thing about this DVD, it teaches stuff that Wayne Dobson did on his TV shows.
Yeah.
So you'd actually see his performances on TV.
Yeah, there's live performances.
And then they explained by Mark O'Sullivan.
So the strange thing is, although it's only been sort of 20 odd years, the actual production values, you know, you can tell it's an old piece of film, the sound's not great, but then it comes bang up to date. You've got Mike Sullivan in the studio doing a great job explaining everything. So I mean, you know, the routine that Chris Commander does is 2 things put together, which is I think the way Wayne performed it on TV anyway.
And they're explained separately.
They're explained separately, so that works really well. And yeah, you know, his Matrix routines on there. Flux, there's a gaff-free version of Flux, which was a release. Yeah.
Yes, it was. Was it with Mark
Yes.
Magic release?
Yeah. So there's a gimmick-free version, a variation of that, and there's a nice version of John Ramsey's cylinder and coins.
Oh yes, that's
routine.
nice.
Okay, so that's nice and quick
With the
to point.
cone.
And he uses a little cone and a polo mint instead of the piece of cork. Okay, so all in all, it's a good DVD.
No, it's a great DVD. If you like Wayne Dobson stuff and you want to perform stuff that he actually performed on TV, this DVD would give it to you.
Yeah,
so
no, there's definitely
can't go
something.
wrong.
There's definitely something on there for you.
Excellent.
Yeah, so that's Early Dobson by Dietrich.
And it's only volume 1, so hopefully there's going to have another volume.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well done, guys.
This week's Q&A, we put a question on social media.
Yes.
And
Set by Gary Hadley.
Yeah, Gary Hadley, thank you for the great question. And the question was, what is your favourite packet trick and why?
Now, what a great question. I love packet tricks. and this has brought a few back into my brain. The first one being Stickman 4 by Richard Sanders. That is a great trick.
What a classic.
That's a brilliant trick. If you haven't seen it, it's like trick photography.
Yeah.
It's on the Richard Sanders Show DVD. Couldn't tell you which volume. It's on one of them. Well worth checking out. Okay. Chris says it's pretty easy, fun to do. Doesn't seem like a card trick. Can be used for all ages. But that moment at the end when all the stick men jump onto the one card, very good. Keith Atkinson, Odd Quad by Darryl. Very easy to do. Always best reaction is when two in different colours are shown. I don't know that one. Do you know that one? Odd Quad? No?
No.
No, we'll have to check that out. Well, thanks for letting us know about that one, Keith. Never heard of it. We'll check it out.
It's not the one where you staple to.
I don't know. No
I
idea.
can't remember.
No?
No.
Good. Anyway.
Mark Waddington, he has two favourites. One of my own, which I've been working for years and kept relatively under wraps.
Fancy giving us a teaser like that, Mark.
We are expecting you to tell us
Yeah,
what it is now.
You trick teaser.
And my new favourite is Will Gray's Cup Cards.
Yes.
That was a Blackpool release.
Blackpool
Hasn't
release.
actually been released yet, but Mark
No.
Waddington did pick one up from the
Yes.
stand.
Yes, so look out for that in the coming months.
He says it's a great fun routine which the audience can relate to, gets fab reactions and requires minimum skill to allow the performer to focus on the presentation. Paul Gordon, as a creator of numerous packet tricks, it's hard for me to be biased.
Unbiased.
Well, that's it, unbiased, unbiased. But my corner of Piccadilly, Killer,
Right.
Oh My God, and Ultimate Sting are my best faves. Peter Kane's Gypsy Curse used to be my fave, but I don't like anything dirty.
Corner of Piccadilly gets a few mentions.
It gets quite a few.
Great trick. Dean Jorgensen, Strange Travellers, but only really works one-on-one. Not sure about that, but still.
Again, Ian Moran, Corner of Piccadilly.
A few mentions as well for John Allen's Double Back and Garrett Thomas's Stand Up Monty. Also added Daniel Brian's Gone, which is great. That was David Class.
Yeah, Rob Sharp, Stand Up Monty again. When I Can Remember the Handling and Duplicity by John Bannon.
Jack Brister, hi Jack. Darwin Ortiz's Jumping Gemini. That's a great trick.
That's a great trick.
I'd forgotten about that one as well. And that just uses 4 cards, ordinary cards from a pack. So many impossible moments with just 4 cards. Yeah.
Jordan Murphy, easily John Allen's Double Back again. It's quick, easy, impossible, and gets great, incredible reactions. When it resets in a second. Mine's a bit weathered now. Absolutely got a more than my money's worth.
Stuart Nolan, Bannon's Royal Scam. It's pretty and it fits a story I like to tell.
Jasper Blakely, again, Corner of Piccadilly is awesome, and I do it for scores of people in my Victorian double act street show. I even work it without a jacket and still ends clean.
Yeah. Twisted Sisters by John Bannon, says Simon Archer.
Alex D. Fisher, Call Me Old Fashioned by Calamonte, and Rainbow Cascade still are close to my heart.
Quick tip for all you guys who do Calamonte. The worst thing about Calamonte is those diamond cards. If you're working in any room that's got lighting restrictions, the red and the blue look too similar. So what I always do when I do it is I have a joker and a queen. So even if the lighting's poor, you can tell what the cards are, and then it fits in. And then I either have a side card to finish or the 14 quid. But Calamonte is brilliant. Mike Donoghue, lots of favourites by Francis Gordon Bannon. Stickman gets used as well. So another mention for Stickman.
Yeah, Brian Kennedy, Cameron Francis, Troublemakers. I'm not familiar
No, I
with that.
don't know that one either.
I'm not familiar with that.
Pete Stobbs, Calamonte, simple but great. Roddy McGee, I was hoping no one would mention Stickman 4. Oh, we've done it again.
So,
Sorry.
So I wonder what his favourite packet trick is.
A few mentions as well, and here's one by Aaron Phillips for Shock Twist, another Tower release.
Yeah. Owen Strickland, Virginia Shuffle, but I've not gigged it yet. But Grant's Your Sign card is also good. And Ace by Richard Sanders.
Les Miller, Corner of Piccadilly, it has never failed to bring out the best reactions.
That's interesting. Sean McCree, I've come up with a fair few. and odd one in. My take on Joe Riding's Jumbo 3 card trick with 4 cards. I used for years on trade show stands and always use it if I'm MCing. But my actual favourite that started me on the packet trick path was from many years ago. Phil Garnstein's Pointer, the one with red and blue arrows. Now that brings back memories.
Kev G, Nothing But the Truth, Stand Up Monty, Poker Test and Shock Twist.
Kev G,
You forgot to mention
the reasons. Nothing But the Truth as a presentation gets laughs and a well moment at the end. Stand Up Monty as it's great for walk around and it builds on each phase. Poker Test as it's quick and a great opener as well as being angle proof. Shock Twist as I love the kicker showing the different coloured backs. And again, James Fortune, I love the packet trick era when Emerson and West were in the zenith, but now I perform very few except I've performed Colour Monty all my working life. The last 20 years using pounds rather than dollar signs. I love Paul Halas's Rabbits and Hats I just bought from you. I can't stop performing it. I do a few Paul Gordon ones too. And that's interesting because James Fortune brought it from last week's Blast from the Past.
Yeah.
Received it Saturday. He quickly went through it and performed it on his gig, and he's been performing it to everyone he can get hold of.
It's a lot. Hair rising hats. That bit where you pull the rabbit hair hat.
That looks so visual.
It does look cool, doesn't it? To be fair. Great question. Thank you very much for all your replies.
Don't hesitate to send in your questions if it's on the website, if it's on Facebook or wherever. As long as we get the question, just send it to us. That would be much appreciated.
Yes.
And everyone's whoever question we get to ask and answer on the show, we'll send you a prize as well.
That's easy for you to say. That took some getting out, didn't it, mate?
Yeah, absolutely. I just still recovering from this cough and cold and stuff. That's my excuse anyway.
Yeah.
So Gary Hadley, when you pop in next time, I'll make you a coffee.
Free coffee. And that's what we'll be posting out to you as well. Right. So that's the Q&A. Thank you very much.
Now this week's Blast from the Past is from a great friend of mine, Howard Baltus from The Trickery, and it's Crossing Over. We went over, did a live performance. You're going to watch Chris do it. There is a cut in the middle. I accidentally pressed the stop button and I quickly started it. So the cut is nothing to do with the trick. So let's watch this performance of Chris and we'll come back and discuss it.
Okay, we're going to play a quick game of poker. Okay, kind of. You haven't got to do much, right? All you got to do is remember one card. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are mine. Okay, and these are yours. Right. So Rachel, do me a favour. Okay, take them, pop them in your pocket, or just sit on them, stick them underneath there. Okay, fantastic. Right. So what I want you to do, all you got to do, right, is to remember. Thinking of one? Yeah. Okay. Watch this with a snap. Yeah, one card vanished. What card are you thinking of?
5 of diamonds.
That was it. Have a look.
Oh my god!
Very good.
That's
5
amazing.
of diamonds. Thank you.
Now that got good reactions, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
You've never seen that before?
No, I've seen something similar.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure most people who watch that will know what I'm talking about. I've seen something similar.
But this actually predates it.
It does, and the nice thing about this is you can actually show that the cards vanished.
Yeah.
You count them down, and there's 4 cards.
It's much simpler as well to perform.
It's very easy to perform.
Yeah.
I read it. It took me 2 minutes to learn, and it's very, very easy. There's nice inbuilt misdirection for when you do the
secret.
So yeah, really like it. Something, and the nice thing is as well, although it's a packet trick as such, it's you take it from the pack, and there's a nice, reason for taking the cards from the pack and so on.
And then you can use the deck for other tricks. All you do is just
like
put one of the cards and
I did that in performance.
Yeah.
Actually, but the reset is just literally just drop the cards back on them.
We haven't got that many of these, and I'm not sure we'll be able to get more.
Okay.
So if you do want this is a great opportunity because I'll be surprised if you actually find it anywhere else.
Yeah, so if you like the performance, it's very easy to do. So yeah, I'd recommend you pick one up.
Crossing over.
Crossing over.
Just a reminder for this week's anagram, it's a Magic Dell release and it's Badges Mock. It's not that difficult, it should be very easy.
If you familiarise yourself with the Tao brand, it's quite easy. Yeah.
Dell.
I'll stop that again.
Yeah, also don't forget John Allen's lecture, 22nd of April.
Yes, we've already got a few people that have signed up, so if you are interested, please contact us, let us know.
Yeah, doors open at 7:30 PM. Some people have asked if it's AM.
Really?
Yeah. And lecture starts at 8. We'll have refreshments in here. It's a great evening.
We had fun at the last one actually.
Yeah.
There was a few beers in the Tao fridge.
I don't know where they turned up from.
The beers?
Yeah.
Or the people?
I don't know, you must have brought the beers.
I don't give beer away.
Oh, he drinks it himself, that's without a doubt, you know.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. It costs a lot of money to build that. And also, at the end of this week's episode, we'll show you the official trailer for Horoscope, which is being released in a couple of weeks.
You'll like the genuine reactions that you see from that trick. So yeah, look out for that.
That is mock. And that's it. Don't forget, John Allen, 22nd of April at the Dale premises. Let us know that you're coming.
Have a great week. Thank you.
We like the horoscope.
Yeah, horoscope's my favourite. I like the horoscope.
That's the one that twisted my mind the most.
Every star sign has got a lucky playing card attached to it. I don't know if you know that. This is absolutely true. Right, I'm going to get you to choose a card, so just say stop anywhere you like. Are you happy there? Yeah. Do you want to go for it? Okay, let's take that. And show it to the camera, show it to Mark. Right, now I've actually brought with me a page out of a magazine that's got star signs. It's actually from a magazine. And what star sign were you? Sorry? Pisces. Let's see if this sounds like you. Pisces. Pisces. Okay, so it's the living embodiment of yin and yang. Does that sound like you, maybe? Your sign is associated with music, imagery and dreams. Does that sound fair? Okay. Life would be extremely boring without the release from the edgy world of the ego granted by Pisces. I mean, does that sound like you at all?
I've just read the last bit.
Yeah. So we'll come back to that. You're probably wondering what this has got to do with your card. Now, I made a prediction before I came out. I placed a card in here. Okay, and it was the Four of Spades.
Yeah.
Why have you got the Four of Spades? Now, that's not the impressive bit. The impressive bit is I actually predicted what star sign you'd be.
No! That is good.
Pisces?
Yeah.
And here's the really weird bit, Simone. You're probably thinking it was a load of rubbish, okay? But it must have been written in the stars, because if you read at the bottom there, Pisces, it says that your lucky card is the Four of Spades.
That's just like out of a magazine. That is pretty
That's
good.
really good.
Here's the thing, right? You might be wondering what this has got to do with the cards and stuff, but I did say that every card and every star sign. So I placed a prediction inside here, and it was the Nine of Hearts. What card did you choose? The Nine of Hearts. No, that's okay. That's fairly impressive. But here's the amazing thing, right? We've never met and we haven't arranged anything beforehand, right? I actually predicted your star sign as well. And it's obviously written in the stars, because you probably thought I was lying, but I did get this from a magazine, and it says at the bottom there that your lucky card is the Nine of Hearts.
It really does.
It's written in the stars.
That's amazing. Well done.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. It must have been written in the stars, really, because if you read the bottom here, Pisces, it actually says that your lucky playing card is the Four of Spades.
No way.